It's Yaza here from BalanceClasses.com. I'm answering actually a question for today. Somebody was asking when they do what they call, or I called, when I taught you guys all the different types of different turns that you can do, I taught you this turn that we call the cross turn, which is like, you're kind of crossing and then turning and boop, holding everything together. Well, somebody was saying exactly what I just did right now. I have a hard time holding my balance when I come to the front. So I cross, she said, I cross and then I turn, and then when I come to the front, I lose my balance. Well, the answer to that question is, how do I keep my balance together? There's several answers to that. One of them is keep moving. That's the number one answer. So as soon as you finish that cross turn, move on to the next step and start doing something else, okay? Because if you try to stay straight where you're at, you're gonna lose your balance, okay? It's just momentum. It has nothing to do with the human body necessarily. It's any two objects that are spinning together really fast. In this case, for the human body, it's the upper and the lower body. But if you spin it really fast, and then one stops and the other one will fall, or the top one stops, the bottom one will fall. If they both stop at the same time, they will fall. It's, just human, right? It's natural, it's physics, right? So that's one way. Just keep moving, okay? As soon as you finish that cross turn, take that next step and do something else, okay? Don't stop. The second thing is, take a step to the side. If you want to stay in the same, same area, you don't want to keep moving like I just did right now, because, the beat that you have in your song doesn't allow you to keep moving fast. So it's like, you can't do stuff like that really fast with it. It's just not going to make sense. So what you want to do in these cases, as I said, take a step to the side. That will balance your body. So as soon as you do that cross step, cross and step, and then keep it slow. If your music is slow, keep it slow. Just take that step to the side. That little small step to the side is going to make a huge difference, okay? The other thing is, and I'm not sure if this is the case for you, the most common mistake for people is to think that right after that cross turn, they're going to stop and hold their balance. So the two solutions, the most common solutions is, if you want to keep in the same spot, take a step to the side. If the music becomes fast, move around. Those are the two common answers to that I will advise you to do. But the third one is, if the problem is the actual spin itself, is the actual turn itself, which is not the most common mistake, but if it is, please make sure that when you are spinning, when you are turning, that your inner thighs, these two guys, babies here, the ones we hate most of the time, right? These two guys are actually together, like touching each other. Because if your inner thighs are not touching each other, you don't have something that kind of holds you, like a nice core that holds you in the middle together. So it's really important that when you do the cross turn, that your inner thighs kind of touch and hold each other together, and then you stop and then you do something else. Or sometimes you can actually really hold your balance if you really push them against each other really hard, like your inner thighs, like maybe this inner thigh and then this quad. If you kind of cross them together and really keep pushing them together, when you finish that circle, you can actually find yourself like solid, like a rock. That's hard to do. You're going to have some muscle built in those legs to be able to do that. But it's not easy for everybody to do, okay? But you can, and just hold. So if you have the muscle components to do it, you can do it. If you don't, my advice to you is to keep moving right after, whether it's by holding a step to the side or moving around the stage. And that will help you hold your balance together as you're doing that cross turn. So hopefully this answer helps you. I really want you to be able to do cross turn because it's one of the most beautiful turns you can do. So hopefully this helps you out to make your cross turn better. If not, please ask more questions or post your videos, because that helps me see what you guys are doing and I can actually correct you. Because without seeing what you really are doing, it's really hard for me to tell how to correct you, I can just give you like general advice from what I know, common mistakes I've seen other people do, which could relate to you, but maybe not necessarily. So post your videos as well if you're really having a hard time with it and none of my answers
help you, okay? So because I would be really happy to help you and find a solution for you, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. In the meantime, make sure you check out our videos on freebellydanceclasses.com. Bye!